19. Let's go. Down. 70. Here we go. Set. Ready. Let's go now. Let's go. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on. Ready, ready. Set it. Ready. Ready. Go. Down. Ready.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead with the front stops in after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now off the play fake. sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Captain. Hey, ram. Hey, we go going.
Third and long for him here. He finds Johnston. They're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
5-9. Go.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Look out, right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's Hampton on second. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Escapes the pocket. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an walk. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's third and goal. Herbert from the gun. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Look out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Tag. Liking 860 back.
Working out of the gun. Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Browns first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Judkins breaks the tackle. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Go, Reed. Go.
Going to the ground again on first. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And that short gain is enough for a reset it down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ready.
Sanders going to throw here on first. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Sanders now. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up their opening drive. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Over the screen to Hampton. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's such a moment, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded. And forced a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get it. 65 says go.
Here's Shudkins to begin the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Come on. Hey. Huh.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Now he's going to take a deep shot down the right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They put a receiver in motion right. Back to Hampton. This is ahead for about 5. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Harris, the motion man here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Black 80. Hey, go Lion.
Now Herbert again. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Loss of 11 yards. And
still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we hit our 2-minute warning. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively.
Set. Lion. Grip.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and netted some positive yards.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down run from Judkins. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to be right.
Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Sanders going to look to throw. Out wide, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now for Herbert. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Looking to throw. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Denzel Ward makes the play.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
47-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He'll throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Benjamin St. Juice picks it off. And the Chargers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Get up. Ready up.
Handoff now, and Judkins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Here we go. 80, 60, 5, 6, trap 60, trap 60. 19 right. Ready.
To the air, Sanders. Runs complete, right side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready.
32-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Zone read, this is Judkins. Got the give on a zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Lion.
They send a tight end in motion.
Hey, ram.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Hampton. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Chargers lined up in punt formation, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Another one for Junkins. That play good for 17 and a first down.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Another game to Junkins. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a third-quarter lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns take over after returning it inside the red zone. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
19. Here we go.
Take over first and 10
Cowboy
at
80.
the 18-yard line.
70 Ranger.
It's an option give to Junkins. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Second and 8.
Stephanie.
Throwing the out route complete. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Davis. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing a lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
And we put one of the tight ends in motion. Bails out of the pocket quick. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to 1st and goal. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chargers football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Now Herbert to throw. He will score. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. It's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 60 biceps. Ready.
Judkins headed right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Sanders finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, and really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gravity lying.
On the give, here's Judkins. He gets loose down the right side. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Another Browns.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ready.
First and 10.
John running out of the gun. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Judkins up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Press.
Throws caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Under the gun, here's Sanders. The Chargers get home, and they drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kay. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss really rules out that kind of decision. As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. That's Harris on the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. He's back to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Motion the tight end over. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds Johnston. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Don't forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Buying some time right. But he didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
pick. I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better at making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Chargers trail by 8. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Back to throw it. Complete beyond Barker. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to throw. He's got it near the 10. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on...
And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
On the check.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. From the gun, Judkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Come on, come on.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He is hauled down right at that midfield stretch. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt. Ready.
Going to the ground again on reverse. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Now Judkins. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
7 Pirates, go! Bronco 80.
Here he is to throw. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Browns first down. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. That one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
How about that? The pressure to keep their season going is all on him. Right? Kickers. You don't always love them, but man, do you need them in big moments, and that kick is going to send them to the divisional round.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following his efforts. New set of downs for him from the 31.
12. Baylor tight.
One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. So the Browns come away with the win. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin. And we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.